what a lovely day. It's absolutely stunning, but forget stunning, forget the weather. Check this out. This is the Lexus RCF, and I honestly have never had so much fun in a car. Just come and have a look at it. This car, it's like the oxtail soup of car worlds. It's got big chunky meaty bits in it. It makes you feel warm and good when you drink it or eat it. This thing is just styled beautifully. Whoever designed this must have loved their track days, because the car really is designed to go on the track, as I'll show you in a minute when we get inside and I start showing you some of the controls. But take a look at how this car sits, how beautiful, elegant lines on it. Look at the lovely rims on it. Everything is just oozing that beautiful charisma of race car. But at the same time, out on the road, every bit as good as any other car I've ever driven on a road, if better. Come and have a look around the back, because the side does it justice. The back will blow you away. We've got these lovely lines coming round, beautiful lighting system. Somebody's taken time, they've thought about this. This isn't just sitting on a drawing board going, oh yeah, we'll design another car. This is, let's make a car look how a man's car should look. Oh, and by the way, let's throw in a V8 engine as well, and 450 brake horsepower. What? Great. Come and have a look round. It's stunning. The boot space. Well, I know we always go on about boot space, but how much more do you need? Come on. I could get my mother in there if I had to. Do you know what I'm saying? So we've got a lovely bit of boot space. And now all I want to do really is just show you little bits like, oh, doesn't it look lovely? So let's get inside this thing, and then I can really show you all the bits and pieces and how it all works and goes together to make your drive one of the most spectacular moments in your life. Here we are in the car, as if you hadn't already gathered. Oh, look at the seats. That's a seat. That's how it should be. I haven't even started this thing yet. I'm already getting excited. So, basic controls. We've got all our usual stuff here. As you know, here's our heating controls. Let's push the magic button. It's keyless, so quite simply, foot on the brake, stop start, and that beautiful V8 fires up. Sounds stunning. Okay, so I'm going to run you through a few of the controls. Down here we have a selector which will give us sport modes in different sport modes. I'd say really you'd use your average sport mode when you're out on the road just travelling around town. There's an economy mode which is really great, and when you turn that, it turns the car into quite a reasonably performing, you know, not gas guzzling monster that it could be when you go into the Sports S Plus, which is the crazy one. But it's got other things like the TBD button here. Now the TBD button, this will actually immediately set track mode, or you can go into slalom mode, or your average driving mode. And this is basically telling the brain everything that the car needs to know that you've requested without you having to individually set each thing up. Because, believe it or not, on here we have things like torque adjustment front to rear. We have a G-force detector. A G-force detector on a car, I mean, come on. So there's lots of little bits and pieces that, if you're technically minded, you can have a lot of fun with. Really, those things would only come into their own if you were out on the track. It's just perfectly positioned. Look at the lovely little bits of detailing. Look at this little bit of carbon fibre. A little bit more down the doors. The stitching on the side. It's all absolutely perfect. And beautiful sound system. Lovely air-conditioned seats as well as heated. So during the summer we don't get all that hot seat syndrome where you stick with your sweaty back to it. This one, push the button, you've got some nice cool air coming through. And then the other thing which I do love about this, I do find it a little bit difficult to manipulate. So if we go to menu, I actually have here, it's a touch mouse. So as you can see, I can move around quite easily, but I find it quite sensitive. So I tend to sort of keep it in one position where I want it, and then, you know, just move it very carefully. 2 cup holders. We got cup holders, which is great. We need cup holders. Plenty of space in the box down there. Loads of stuff in there, which you don't need to see. And really, all I need to show you are a couple of bits over here on the dashboard. Okay, so as you can see, I obviously can't get in front of you, which is probably a saviour for you lot. This is your main dashboard, and looking to the left, here we go. G-force monitor, yeah. Then we've got our compass and our radio settings, our cruise control, messages, and then other settings, our range, and back to the G-force. Now the G-force control, obviously that's going to give data input to your track people when you're out on the track. We've then got the torque distribution mode. I haven't really played with this, and I don't think I should do, because God knows what would happen out on the road. And then we've got the history, so it has all the lap, and we've got lap timer. I mean, this simply is just a magic car to have a play around with. And as I've only got a few minutes to show you, it would take all afternoon to go through this stuff. Right, so we're about to do my favourite test in the car, which is the tunnel test. Got to have the tunnel test. So we're going to go for a bit of noise. There's a tunnel coming up, and I'm going to let you hear exactly what this engine sounds like when you want to give it some. You ready? That's what it sounds like. You know what? It's not often I get a big smile on my face, and I'm such a child, but when I do that, it just brings everything to me. I just absolutely love that. I think my cameraman was a little bit shocked as well. He wasn't expecting that. The sheer power of this thing is unreal. Lexus, I so love you guys. You really know how to put a car together. Listen, what can I say? If ever you get the opportunity to drive one of these, get in it, have a drive of it, even if it's on the road, on the track. It's got to be done. It's a hell of an experience. I have thoroughly enjoyed the last few days playing around with this piece of kit. RCF in my top 5 at the moment. Wouldn't be without it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back next week with another one. Who knows what it could be.